Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best sacrifice for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Good morning to everybody over here in the West Coast. It's 10:56 on this Friday for every single one of you guys. Friday. Thank God it's Friday. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much. My God, Facebook, you are censoring like a mother, man. And YouTube, not even talk about it. For God's sake, man, leave people alone. 14th of May. Broadcasting for you live on our city, beautiful city of Tijuana, Mexico, the most visited border in the world. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much. Join this live feed and share this live feed, please, so we can get more people on our live feed and we can start. Thank you so much. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Thank you so much. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. If you guys like to contribute to my work, if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting, also my PayPal is pinned on the top, and our Buy Me a Coffee also right there in the description box. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Let's get right into it. We have been talking about yesterday. We talked about the border in Panama, how El Darién National Park is one of the most difficult, one of the most hard, and one of the most difficult places for people to migrate. And nobody is talking about what is going on in Tapachula also. The Tapachula has become, for a lot of people, has become a total chaos and catastrophe in terms to migrants waiting there for almost more than 3 years is something that is inhuman. But, you know, ultimately, the majority of the migrants are from Cuba and they are from Haiti. Now, what is going on right here? More and more migrants are arriving every day to the Commission of Refugees. In the COMAR, that is the Organization for Refugees, the National Organization for Refugees, does not know what to do anymore. Look at this picture that it was sent to us by our contact over there in Tapachula. This actually is telling you how the confined spaces and how social distancing and these kind of particular, places where they're doing line to get a permit for the visa of transit, it is just, there's no social distancing. It's more than 14,000 people that they are awaiting the refugee in Tapachula. It is a border that is this close to collapse because of the overwhelming fluency and influx of migrants that is continuously entering through that particular part. Now, why am I saying collapse? Because you don't see the United Nations, the philanthropist, George Soros, you don't see him right there. You don't see him in Panama, in the canal, in the jungle, in Darien National Park. You don't see him there. You don't see the philanthropist in Apure with Curacao, Colombia. You don't see them. You don't see the philanthropist right there, George Soros. But you see, ultimately, you see them in the United States of America, but you don't see them in places like this. And they're continuously inviting. Meanwhile, there's a chaos and there's a catastrophe occurring at that particular place that is Tapachula. It is overwhelming the fluency and the influx of migrants on every day. This is a picture right now of what it looks like. As you can see, there's people with kids right here and people making line for the refugee number. Now, this is another picture right here that it goes all the way around. The line goes all the way around. It is just unbelievable. This is the other side, which is just the majority of this. We've been here. Anthony Agüero, Ben Bergquam, and myself, we were there broadcasting you around 2020. I don't know if it was 2020. I think it was 2019 when we went over there. And the three of us, we went to this particular place, which it was full and it was packed. Full and packed, people. Unbelievably full and packed. And now this is continuing. It is not a thing that is going to stop. More people are arriving and the necessity is growing. This is another picture right here for you guys to see. Unbelievable. Children right there. Coffee. Really good. And this is another one. As you can see, the line, it's growing. But the problem is right here that you got a president on the United States of America that is continually saying that he has control of the border. You got a president in the United States of America that he's saying that everything is controlled on the other side of the border. But he doesn't know the catastrophe that is occurring right here in Tapachula, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Panama, Colombia. He doesn't care about that. If he cared about that, Kamala Harris would not cancel the trip to Guatemala. She will never have canceled the trip to Honduras. She will never have canceled the trip to Mexico. But they canceled that trip. And why they did that? Because this is going to continue. It is just so sad to see all these people right here waiting every day and for a dream that is so difficult to accomplish. Look at this. This tells you, look how this guy is living right here. This guy is living on the sidewalk. A lot of people live on the sidewalk, right? But this guy is practically living on the sidewalk to wait for the refugee number. This is what is actually happening in the border, on the south border, that is Tapachula, that connects to Guatemala. It is going to collapse in one point. If we are continuously letting admissions to our country, it is going to collapse. And it is collapsing little by little, little by little. People are not able to handle this enormous stress that is a lot of people coming through the border. And this is unreasonable because a lot of people say we don't need Mexico. We're just going by. We're just using your country to go through by it, to go through your country. But, you know, they don't imagine the enormous stress that is causing on the Mexican population, also on the Tapachula citizens. That is enormous. Look at this one. Now, this is clips of video. It's a 12-second clip video. Look at this, man. And it's a continuous thing. I have been showing you this border for quite some time. This is another video. Let me put another one. And the last one so you guys can see. Look at this video, man. How they are awaiting. This is inhuman. In the middle of a pandemic. And you're promising all these people that you should come. And somebody right here is commentating something that it has a lot of sense. I like to put the comments sometimes in the message box, and I like to address those comments because they're really important that I talk to the audience. I'm a few of the broadcasters that actually talks to the audience, really. And the audience is the one that makes us. So it's really important for us to talk to respectful, comments. This is a really good comment. It says, Rick, right here. Mexico needs to close its southern border now. The solution is to avoid the problem. It is real simple. I understand. And what you're saying is extremely simple. But he cannot, Mexico is in this globalist compact of immigration, which started with one of your presidents back in the Barack Obama administration, that it was the one that brought this idea to the continent of America, Barack Obama. And then after he brought it, Mexico signed it. So Mexico started signing it. Now, Donald Trump came and he did not sign it. Now, you're saying Mexico needs to close its southern border. I agree with you. But for Mexico to close its southern border, if Mexico goes and does that, how does that help when you got a president in the United States of America that is saying, come everybody in? I'm letting everybody in. So how does that help? If Mexico closes the border, do you think it's going to help? But somebody on the other side is contradictory. The other president on the other side, on the top, your president, that whether a lot of people say he's not my president, I'm sorry, he's registered as the 46th president. He stole the election, Oscar. He's the president, whether you like it or not. The 46th president, Joe Biden, is the one that is inviting people to come. So it's not only Mexico that is not closing the border, is the other guy that is on top that is saying, you know what? I don't care. Come in. And not only that, you got Trudeau on Canada, which he signed the Globalist Compact of Immigration. So you got three countries that are the most important country in the whole continent of America, that they are, involved in this. So it's not just one country. It's not just, it's Mexico's fault. No. And then first of all and foremost, it's not Mexico, because Mexico is the country, and the country is made out of the people. It's the Mexican government, which is the one that is taking these decisions without consulting to the citizens. It is called, my friend, globalization. That's what it's called. So you want to avoid a problem, but you have to take care of the first problem, that it is, if you stop that other man from inviting the whole world and have a regular, documented, peaceful migration, you will ultimately have an orderly fashion migration. But no, you have the globalist compact of immigration with the United Nations and the so-called philanthropists that I shown you last night. What is going on with Panama? Where Panama, it is in the Darien National Park that is connected to Medellin, Colombia, the other border, which is the most difficult and dangerous place where people are migrating, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the border between Venezuela and Colombia that is called Venezuela Apure with Caracao in Colombia, that more than 4,000 migrants migrated the past month because of the war between the cartel and the government. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the catastrophe that is occurring right now in Tapachula. That is more than 14,000 migrants scattered all over the south door of Tapachula in all the 5 states that connect to the countries like Belize, like Guatemala, and like in all the south countries. Nobody's talking about that, but you have a president in North America that is Joe Biden that is saying he has the borders under control and, just come. So where is the problem? Question mark. Where is the problem? This is the situation. This is why I always say, always your country first. You got to take care of your country, your laws, your immigration laws, your people, for order to help. You cannot be a person that says, I'm the United States of America. I will close the country. I will close the borders. And that's it. I don't want nothing to do with anybody. I don't want to admit nobody. I am myself. I am an American. First and foremost, to every single one of you, the United States of America, it is a country made out of migrants. Let's not even get into detail because everybody's going to get their feelings hurt. It is made out of migrants. Mexico, the first population that came to our country was the Aztec population. That it was not the first population, but it was the most predominant population that came over here, that traveled all the way from Alaska, all the way and migrated through the central of our country until they saw the big sign of an eagle with the snake on the mouth of an eagle on top of a nopal. That is where the great Tenochtitlan, the city, the sacred city of our initiation of our history of our Mexicans, started. So my point is right here is that you cannot close a country because you want to. It will collapse your economy. First and foremost, the United States cannot close their borders. It will be a completely erroneous, decision. Not even Donald Trump closed the borders because he knew that if he closed the borders, he was going to be collapsing the economy. So he did not close the borders. So what he said, let me just order the migration. What it needs to happen is that needs to be a system for immigration. This needs to stop. And there needs to be ultimately the support, economical support to these countries so they will stop migrating and risking their lives as a massive influx through diseases, mountains, seas, jungles, deserts. That's what it needs to happen. More production of jobs, more enterprises, more international investors, more better infrastructure in every country. It needs to happen. Yes. It needs to happen. So this is another comment right here. I like to read the comments because it says Bal C right here. Oscar, you don't like to interact with your followers. You like to argue. You're hot-tempered, and you only pick comments that are used for you and speak the truth, right? This is my platform. So I will pick the comment that I want to. And if you don't like it, get out. It's real simple. So I need to pick the comment that you want to. And I need to pick the comment that oh my God, he's not for the truth. He is against the truth. He does not want to answer my comment. Like that is what you on? That's what you on right now? It's my platform. I can pick the comment that I want to. And if you don't like it, get out. It's real simple. Let's get back into the news. So this is the actual situation which is happening right now. And it is a total catastrophe on how they are pushing this migration issue. It's a total catastrophe on how they're pushing this immigration issue. The problem right here is that it's not only the globalist compact of immigration that is coming. It is the globalist compact of the environment, and it is the globalist compact of education. You got all these globalist compacts, and you got these leftist tabloid writers or these leftist outlets that they're not speaking about it because they are on the pandering lie, on the pandering wing. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're suffering. This is, this is the problem. Meanwhile, countries are accepting on a daily day basis these kind of migration and irregular migration, because this is an irregular migration. Catastrophes are going to be happening, like the one that is happening in Panama, like the one that is happening right here in Tapachula, where people are scattering for water, for food, for jobs. So you're pushing chaos. It is total a communistic strategy, like Karl Marx said. If you want to beat the enemy, you have to create chaos, confrontation. Go and read Karl Marx, please. Just go and read it. When you go and read it, you will understand. But you just, this is the problem. That is it going to stop, or is it going to continue for people to be like this right here? It's just unbelievable for people to understand. Is it going to stop, or is it going to continue? Now, this is another topic, which I am, this happened last night. And let me just go back right here. Let me just bring it up again. Because everybody's talking about it. And now the Mexican people are talking about it. And they are concerned that other people are going to take the exactly the same decision. Other people are going to take exactly the same decision, and they're going to take exactly the same, assumption. So this happened last night. This happened yesterday, right? This happened yesterday. First and foremost, I don't do this. I don't do this that much. But in the middle of a show, I want to say thank you to my moderator. Thank you so much for everything you do. And also to the Border Network News team. Thank you so much. I don't do that much. I should do it every once in a while, man. Thank you so much. You guys make everything happen for me. Thank you. Thank you to my moderator. Man, she's everything for me. So this is the tweet. And we talked about it yesterday. And it says the rule, it starts like this. The rule is now simple. Get vaccinated or wear a mask. And until you do, period, he puts a period right there, space. The choice is yours. So the rule is now simple. Whether you like it or not, get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do. Now, back in 2018, 2019, 2019, I started talking about 2020. Apologize, 2020, when the pandemic started hitting. I started talking about a world passport. I don't know if for the people that they're just watching me and they started following me. Back in 2020, I started talking about a world ID. If you guys want to get this information more clearly and specifically more detail, Political Avenger, go and watch her. Her is smart. Oh my God, that woman is so smart. Political Avenger. Go and watch her and ask her questions about this. But I started talking about a world passport, a one world ID, a identification that is going to have all your information, everything, type of blood, what type of work do you do, where, if you want to travel, where are you going, if you can travel, if you have money to travel, if you owe money to the government, and if you owe money to the government, why are you traveling, and why you're traveling, out of pleasure and not out of business? Because if it is out of business, it means that you're going to pay us and you're owing money. So I have control of everything that you do with one ID, facial recognition, all that kind of stuff. That's so human, Oscar Blue. Don't give up. It is what it is, and it is happening. Why it is happening, people? It's coming. And I told you guys this was going to come. I have been saying this. This is going to come. And this guy, yesterday, he came out and said the rule is now simple. Get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do, period. Space. Give me a little bit of space right there, Kamala. The choice is yours. So encouraging, huh? This tweet is so encouraging by the president of the United States of America. So everybody in Mexico is freaking out because they're saying, oh my God, if the president of the United States of America is going to enforce now, the population only has two options. So what is this going to happen to us? Is this an example of what is coming to the other countries? So everybody in Mexico, broadcasters, journalists, TV, everybody's talking about this tweet. It's like, oh, so now if you don't want to take it, what happens to people that are allergic? What happens to people that they have asthma, that they cannot wear a mask? They're not, what is going to happen to them? So after this, I told you guys that this was going to come. Now, and I knew that this was going to come. If you want to enter a restaurant, you have to always bring your vaccination card, or they're going to give you an ID, right? That you already been vaccinated. Like they're going to have a scanner. Man, click. Oh, you're cleared. Oh, okay, you're clear. You don't have to wear a mask, sir. You already been cleared. You're just, you're okay. Man, what the? Oh, you just there's 2 shots that you got to take. One of them, you took one. The second one, you haven't taken it. So you have to wear a mask until you take the second one. Now you are eligible to not wear a mask, and you'll be free. You'll be okay. What the hell? What? Why? Why? No, sir. Until you take the 2 of them, it doesn't even matter if the Johnson & Johnson, the Pfizer, or the modern one, whatever you want to take, but you got to take 2 of them. And if you take one, you have to still wear a mask. But if you take 2, you're going to be eligible to not wear it on confined spaces, on restaurants. That's a lie, Oscar Blue. That's a lie. You're saying that because you're just a conspiracy theorist. You're a conspiracy theorist. Hold on a minute. What does this say? It says right here, according to fake news, CNBC, right here. CDC says fully vaccinated people don't need to wear face masks indoors or outdoors in most settings. This was published May 13, 5 hours ago. And it says right here on the bottom, says the CDC announced new public health recommendations on masks on Thursday. There are a handful of instances where people will still need to wear a mask even. And if they had their final vaccine dose, two of them or more weeks ago, masks will still be required in healthcare settings, at businesses that mandate them, or on a public transportation. And it says right here on the bottom, this article says fully vaccinated people no longer need to wear a face mask or stay 6 feet away from others in most settings. Fully vaccinated people. fully vaccinated people. Means that how you're going to prove to a restaurant that you are already vaccinated? How are you going to prove that? You're going to need proof, right? A document, a vaccination card, or an ID. Which one of the three, Alex Trebek? Which one do you think? Let's play. You know, man, I wish that I was working back at the radio station when I used to have all these sound effects all the time, man. I used to have my sound effects already, ready. So I push button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4. So this is, let us see. So you got number 1, option number 1. That is, you get all of them, an ID, vaccination card, or a letter. Which one do you think it would happen? Boom, boom. Which one of the three do you think that it will be the one that is going to be ideal for you to be at a restaurant? Control. Bam. And the article goes on and says this. I like these articles, man, because this is such a conspiracy theorist, Oscar Blue. There are a handful of instances where people will still need to wear a mask, even if you already have the 2 shots. Yes, sir. In a healthcare setting or a business that requires them, even if they had their final vaccine dose 2 or more weeks ago, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky told reporters at a press briefing, fully vaccinated people will also still need to wear masks on airplanes, buses, trains, and other public transportation. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's your body, is your choice. If you want to choose, if you want to get it or not, it's just, it's on you. But this is, this is funny. Who wrote this, man? Who wrote this? I want to give credit to this. This was Berkeley Lovelace Jr. Berkeley Jr. It was published May 13, about 5 hours ago. It was from CNBC, and he says right here, where was it, man? Where was it? Okay, it says right here, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky told reporters at a press briefing, fully vaccinated people will also still need to wear masks on airplanes, buses, trains, and other public transportation areas. She said, I don't get it, man, but it's okay. I'm not going to get into it. It's everybody's decision if they want to get in or not. But the whole point that I'm trying to get here is that this is actually what is happening in the UK. The UK are massive protests right now because of the enforcement of the mask, and ultimately also because they want to enforce also people to get this kind of system. It's also happening in Argentina, and it is happening in France. It's happening in Germany. It is happening in every place that is under this World Health Organization, ruling. And then it goes on and says a quote. I will like to read the quote. It says, anyone who is fully vaccinated can participate in an indoor and outdoor activities. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the freedom to choose if I want to participate in indoor and outdoor. Thank you so much, authority. Large or small? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That is great. So if I want to be in a really small place, I thought that I was only allowed in large places. So it's a small place. Okay, thank you. Without wearing a mask or physical distancing. Oh, wow. So now I can talk to my boy. What up, boy? What's going on? So says Walensky says that if you're a fully vaccinated, you can start doing the things that you had stopped doing because of the pandemic. We have all launched for this moment when we can get back to some sense of normalcy. Man, this language that they use is so exciting. When they use these kind of languages, man, these leftists, it says this is an exciting and powerful moment. It can only happen because of the work of so many who made sure we have a rapid administration of 3 safe and effective vaccines. There you go, people. He's such a conspiracy theorist. It's right there. This is another article that talks about exactly the same thing. Where is it? Where are you at? And I think that is the Washington Post. I think so. Oh, no, it's the New York Times. This is the New York Times. And it says right here, what? To create your free account? No, I don't want to create no free account. Continue. No, so I don't want to put this. They want me to create a free account, and that means you registered into the New York Times, and I don't want to register into the New York Times. Wow, man. How's everybody doing? Hope that you guys are doing good. Hope that you guys are, understanding where this is going. If you understand where this is going, and where basically where we have been explaining to you guys where this was going to go. Inevitably, one day it was going to come to a point that you were going to be identified if you want to go into a restaurant. And if you want to go into a restaurant, they're going to say, why you're not wearing a mask, sir? I have the 2 doses already. Okay. Do you have your vaccination card with you? No, I don't have it. I forgot about it. I'm sorry. So in that case, you need to wear a mask. That is a requirement to be inside of this confined space in this restaurant. I don't want to be in the restaurant. Thank you. Come again. And on the other hand, you go to a restaurant and you're like, hey, I just got here. I'm not. Why you're not wearing a mask, Mr. Blue? I'm already been, how do you say it? Immune. I'm immune now. Inoculated. I already been vaccinated for 2 times. Do you have your vaccination card? Of course, ma'am. Here it is. It says right there, Oscar Blue. Wow, thank you so much. There's a space specifically for your kind. It is all the way to the back. All the way to the back. No, I want the front right here. I want to see the whole scenario of the street when I'm eating. I like this. I like this place. I used to come here before the pandemic. I used to sit right here, drink my coffee. I want some pancakes, and scrambled eggs and a sausage on the side. I want the Grand Slam breakfast. I want to eat it right here in the front. No, sir. This right here, it's so predominantly dangerous for people that they are not wearing a mask, so you can get it again. You're not a doctor, you're just a restaurant owner. Yes, you can go all the way to the back. That is the area that we got for people that they have been vaccinated twice, if you want to. Is that going to happen or not? What do you guys think? Am I speculating and being a conspiracy theorist? This coffee stuff in the morning is real good. Kind of funny, huh? How they're trying to manage the world now. It's just kind of funny how everything is part of the plan, the globalist compact of immigration, the environment, and now, trying to collapse the oil industry, gasoline shortages, the Paris deal going in, electrical cars coming in, China dominating the world and their imperialistic way. Why the left doesn't not talk about how China is being an imperialistic country to the world, but no, they talk about the United States that their imperialism is the American imperialism. Nobody talks about that, right? But no, the other end, your ID now. Unbelievable. Q&A. I will answer some questions. Q&A. I will answer some questions of the audience. If people want to ask me a question, or if people want to, want to. There's something right here that it came out. It says, yes, I agree with that. There's a message that it just came out and just came in, and it says, it's really important to point out that it seems in countries it can be all different, and then within each country, each state is different, and each region it can be different. That is a really good comment because I remember talking to Political Avenger, and she was telling me the world later on, Oscar, is going to be ruled by regions. And it's funny how, oh my God, that's all QAnon. It's funny how it is actually happening. You got the Democratic states that they have their own laws and their own rules. California, for example, is a whole different world. Look at what is happening to New York. Look what is happening to New York. It's communism. To create division, you have to confrontation. Karl Marx said it. These leftist groups, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all these things are made to divide, to achieve a communistic government. So QAnon. It is the truth. It is actually happening. I will answer some questions, Q&A for people in the audience. So, and also we'll put comments on the live feed if you guys like to comment something. I'm seeing right here we got 98 people on YouTube, and also we got 180 on Facebook. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for watching. So we got almost 300 people on the live feed. God bless you guys. So let's say there's a question right here. If America doesn't fall, how you doing? Kim Kobiel. I don't know if I said your last name correctly, but if I didn't, I apologize. Kim Kobiel says, if America doesn't fall, all other countries are safe from communism? No. No, this is not just about the United States of America. The United States plays a gigantic part, but this is about globalization. This is about globalization. It's not about just the country of the United States of America. The United States plays a gigantic part because the United States has their capitalism around the world, and they're trying to take that power away from it. They're trying to take that power away from the United States of America. So the United States has a gigantic part, yes, but it's to achieve globalization in one system, one religion, one system, one money, one currency, one this, one that, la, la, la. And if America, you guys call it America, it is the United States of America. America is a continent. So I hope that my response helped you. Will you ever go to DC with Anthony, Will, and Ben? One day I will go to DC, but our plans is to stop to expose child trafficking, to expose human smuggling, to expose the communistic and socialist agenda, to report on the necessities and the abuse that they're doing on the migrant population. Our obligation is to report on that. Washington, one day I will go over there and I'll see the statue of Abraham Lincoln and, watch him sitting down right there, and, it will be beautiful. But the most important thing is to start working in your own country. And I have been doing that since I started doing this. Trying to follow the steps, not even close, but I'm trying to follow the steps of my idol that is right here in the back, that is Emiliano Zapata, to help the poor and to expose who are attacking the poor, to expose the bad government, to find justice for our country of Mexico, to find justice for our poor people, to find justice for the necessities of our country of Mexico. My neighbor is a great neighbor, is the greatest neighbor that it can exist, that is the United States of America. But my dream is for my country to be one day a first-class world country that we won't have problems with violence and delinquents, and also murders and cartel organizations and trafficking of children, drug smuggling, drug trafficking, and all this kind of stuff that is hurting our country and that is damaging our country and it is damaging our future. It is damaging the future of our children. It is damaging the future of everybody. It is, the elderly are dying, sad to see our country go and fall into pieces and to see the world fall into pieces every moment. Our obligations as Mexicans is to fight over here in our country and to take care of our country before we migrate to another country. And if we're migrating to another country, we never have to stop helping our own people, because are always your country first. Always remember where you came from. Always remember your last name. Always remember your history. Always remember that you are part of this beautiful flag that is on the back, that is the green, the white, and the red, and it has a beautiful eagle eating a snake on top of a nopal that has an enormous significance of Aztec significance. Of course, one day I would like to go to Washington. Yes, absolutely. And also I would like to go to Machu Picchu. That is one of my dreams in Peru. Also, I would like to go to, a lot of places, but it's beautiful. But, first is the priority. It is our country. And like they say in Mexico, primero conoce tu país. First, get to know your country. And then you will love to see other countries. It's an enormous and a beautiful accomplishment to go to Washington and to be, in Washington. But my purpose in Washington, I don't have a purpose in Washington. If it was a purpose in Washington, I will go, definitely. Ultimately, yes. They invited me to expose what is happening with these nonprofit organizations and these fake lawyers and these activists, that they're attacking our sovereign nation of Mexico, and they are attacking our children, and they're attacking our borders. So absolutely, I will go over there and sit down and talk to them. But for me to be a tourist, I don't think that is a priority. Our priority is our country. I believe that every single one of us, need to take that into consideration, that word, priorities, that politicians have forgot about that word because they forget about the people. That is the number one priority in the world. The poor people, the need, the women, that they're being assassinated and abused at every part of the world. That is our first priority. The safety of the citizens, the safety of the humankind. All these politicians, they don't think about priority. Our priority is our country always, our people, and to help other people that they're in need because of this system that is a corrupt system with dirty politicians that they're leading their countries, like Venezuela, like Honduras, like Guatemala, like these countries that are suffering because of corrupt systems. One day, yes, I will go with Anthony, Will, and Ben. Absolutely. It will be an honor for me. It would be with my brothers over there walking around, and they can show me their beautiful Washington, statues and places. Yes, absolutely. I see them when I'm talking to them on FaceTime, and they're like, hey, look at this blue. Look at that. And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, man. That's just beautiful. But my purpose is ultimately, first is over here. Hope that I answer your question. Another comment. Another question before I go. America's Voice News is calling. You got it right here. I'll answer in a moment. One more question. Oscar Miguel Guerrero, right here. It says Miguel Guerrero, Oscar El Blue. Thoughts on the president of El Salvador? Do you like his direction? I will tell you something about the president of El Salvador. He has a lot of enemies. He has created a lot of enemies. And when you're trying to do good, when you're trying to change a country, you will make the comfortable people uncomfortable. There was a candidate in our country of Mexico who might have changed our country. There was a candidate by the name of Luis Donaldo Colosio. Back in 1992 or 93, he was assassinated right here in Tijuana, in the neighborhood better known as Lomas Taurinas by Mario Aburto Martinez, was the killer. He was a motivation, an inspiration to the Mexican people, and he was going to change our country. We had a dream like Martin Luther King. We had that dream with him. President Nayib Bukele, he is young, full with energy, and he wants everything to change in his country. He wants to change his country for the better. He wants to do better things for his people. And he wants to completely give everything to his population. He doesn't want to be a power president for just the greed. He wants to change his country. He has demonstrated that. And I believe that he's going to accomplish it. He's going to be one of the greatest presidents in Central America. For me, one of the best presidents in our country and in the continent of America right now. There's the continent of America, it is full with communist presidents. It is full with communistic presidents. I will tell you how it is right now. Look at Canada. Look at the United States of America. Look at Mexico. Look at Guatemala. Look at Honduras. Look what is happening in Panama, in Costa Rica, in Colombia, corruption, Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, Brazil trying to fight it. The only one that wants to bring true capitalism to his country, it is Nayib Bukele. He's going to make a difference. This is why the left in the United States of America started attacking him. This is why nobody, when he visited the Capitol on February, nobody received him. Nobody gave him 5 minutes. So he had to rent his own lobby space to go and do his conference. Imagine how embarrassing is that nobody in the Biden administration was able to give him 5 minutes to a president. In embarrassment. Complete embarrassment. God bless everybody that is watching. I'm receiving a message right here from my brother, Will Johnson, who is sending me a message right now. I want to send him a big hug to Will. God bless you, Will. Great patriot of the United States of America. Phenomenal human being. Great, great guy. He really knows how to conduct the program, man. He's really smart. Guys, follow Will Johnson. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining. Buy me a coffee is on top of the link right there. You can see it. If you guys want to contribute to our work, our independent reporting, thank you so much. Buy me a coffee is on top of the link. And also, my PayPal is pinned on the top. If you guys want to contribute to our work, thank you so much. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, at every platform. Also follow our brother, Ben Berquam at Real America's Boys News. And also you can follow him at, you can download the app at Roku. And also you can follow Will Johnson at Unite America First. And also his platform at YouTube as Let's Talk About It. And you can follow me as Oscar Blue at Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, my channel at Telegram. And also you can follow me at, Instagram, Rumble, Telegram, Facebook, and YouTube. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.
días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and he hasn't said anything. Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best. Sacrifice for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! Porque la Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.